Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is it really true? Is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because, guys, 33 and a half years ago, I was a dumbass. But today, 33 and a half years later, I can honestly say now, through the grace of God, I'm a smartass. Yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm saying all that to say this. There are a lot of people out there still struggling, even with health, even the family members. I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. Please, please reach out. If you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, BAM, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can go to my website, www.geripetito.com, and please subscribe to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel. My book is now on audio, guys, and you can get that through my website. And here's the coolest part. It's my voice. So, Simon & Schuster wanted to do audio, and I said no because I wanted it to be me. It's my story, my passion, right? So Ruben Rodriguez, Iron Horse Films and Hamilton Radio, my other producer here, he did my book on audio, and he's now doing that. If interested, please, please reach out to me. Before I introduce my incredible guest, let me give a shout out to a few of my sponsors. Stormin Norman Selden, 732-245-4777, www.storminnormanselden.com, booking dozens of attractions for concerts and performances on venues of all sizes. He's got from a 5 to 12-piece band, guys. He came into studio recently with his keyboard, and he's a beast on it. A lot of people don't know this, but he helped get Larry Chance from back in the day started. The song Remember Then with the Earls. We love and miss you, Larry. You were like family to me, and I think about you all the time. And I know you are singing up there with the angels. Okay, thank you. Then we've got Ken Ryan and Linda Garofalo, The Way It Used to Be, singing songs from the 50s to the 80s, a tribute show to the greatest music and voices of all time. And Ken also sings Elvis for me. Thank you very much. Him and Linda are amazing. They do so many fundraisers. They're absolutely beautiful inside and out. Then I've got John Bishop, a.k.a. Johnny B., singer-songwriter, host of the Entertainment Luncheon South, a nonprofit network created for the creative. Facebook group page, Entertainment Luncheon South, partner in the Joey D. and Johnny B. Rock and Oldies Band. A big shout-out to him and his wife, Linny, because once a month they put on this incredible luncheon by invite only. It's $20. You get a great lunch, and you get incredible entertainment, and they don't keep a penny of it. And last but not least for today, Paula Ann, Ablaze Entertainment and Freedom Rings Festival, helping survivors of human trafficking to live a life of normalcy. www.freedomringsfestival.com. So, now I'm going to introduce my really cool guest. She's been with me before. Marie Norris, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be back. Thank you for having me, Geri.
So,
Always nice.
Doc G, just put her up a hair, just a tiny hair for me. Okay, so listen, it's a pleasure. I told you my door is always open for you. So tell everyone a little bit about you, the Truckers for Christ thing, like everything. Tell everybody a little bit about you.
Okay, so let's see where to begin. First off, I'm a singer-songwriter, truck driver. I try and get involved in just about anything that helps people out because I'm a firm believer of giving back and a firm believer of, helping others. Even when I can't help myself, I'm always there to help somebody else because you never know when you'll be on the other side of the coin. And something that's very close to my heart is, as you said, Truckers for Christ. I work hand in hand with Stephen Myers, which is the face of Truckers for Christ. And we also work with the Drivers Crisis Center, which is where, anybody that's on our hotline, kind of is there anytime, day or night, for drivers that are, contemplating suicide or just need somebody to talk to. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, even though it's very dim sometimes. There's always someone there who cares. And you mentioned trafficking. I do everything that I can to help with, because truckers for against trafficking. I mean, we all do a program every year, and we take the test and all that good stuff, and we learn how to notice the signs of someone that's being trafficked. And that's also very close to my heart. And, I pretty much, I don't even know how to put it. I like to think about other things rather than think about my own problems because, there's a method to the madness. Whenever I do positivity, I love to lift people up because I need that positivity too, just as much as the next person does. So,
I want to
positivity.
wait. I want to interrupt you because
Yes, ma'am.
I want to touch base on a couple things so people can understand this. So, real quick, first of all, it was because of you guys that I learned the high suicide rate of truck drivers. Let everyone know about that.
Okay, so well, let me put it this way: the rates of trucking have been down for the last like 2-3 years now. We have never been through a drought like that in the history of trucking. I mean, we have went through a recession, in the trucking industry, but it only lasted a few months to a year. This one is coming on now, going on 3 years. Rates are just now starting to get a little bit better. And truckers now are committing suicide more often than they used to because they don't think that they're adequate enough because they're not able to make enough money out here to take care of their families anymore. This is their livelihood. This is what they do for a living. And all of a sudden, and nobody cares, or it seems that way to the truckers, nobody cares. They ridicule us. They hate us. I mean, a lot of people really do. If you really think about it, they hate truckers. Some of the ugly things that I have seen on Facebook, even where people are posting, you guys need to stay in the right lane. You have no right to get out of that right lane to pass anybody because your day is not as important as mine. I need to get where I'm going fast. I mean, you should see some of the ugliness that they post and the poison that they spew from their lips. And they think that we're not human too, but we are. We're human. We're still human. We're sitting here with the heartbeat. We're warm to the touch. We have feelings just like everybody else. But yet people ridicule us and they hate us for no reason. We're out here busting our bum every day to make sure that you are okay. And we do it because we want to. Whenever hurricane relief or whenever, COVID was running rampant, we were standing at the front lines of this stuff, catching this stuff ourselves, whenever talking about COVID, we were catching this stuff ourselves to make sure that you could eat, to make sure that you had toilet tissue to wipe your butt with. And I mean, yeah, and that was a thing too. I was more afraid of the toilet paper than I was of cigarettes when I hauled them. I mean, seriously.
And also,
Straight
wait,
up.
one more thing. And also, you guys told me because you guys are in the trucks so long for days without
Right.
talking to anyone. That's got to be depressing too.
It is. And then when you do get to talk to somebody, they're constantly ridiculing you and telling you you're not good enough. I mean, and the only reason I say that is because I go through that on the
Yes.
daily myself.
You know.
So, so I know 100% what these guys are going through because nothing you do is ever good enough.
Now, Marie.
Your company expects you to be superhuman.
Now, Marie, let me ask you something about the human trafficking, because you guys tell me a little bit about that. Like, you're aware, you know, you can tell. You see, what happens? Tell me something.
I mean, well, they teach us because there's this program called Truckers Against Trafficking. And I mean, this company isn't really into it like the other company I worked for, because we used to do a yearly study every year at the other company I worked for. This one's a smaller company that I'm at now. But we would take a test every single year, and we would get certified, so to speak, in trafficking and knowing the signs of someone that's being trafficked, whether it was sexual trafficking or whether it was somebody using someone to use them as a workhorse or whatever it was, you know. For the most part, for us, it's the sexual trafficking of youngsters, like children. And I'm the first one that I'm going to stick my neck out to try and save a kid.
Yes.
I mean, I don't care if you're a boy, you're a girl, whatever.
Right.
I mean, you're a grown woman, I'm still going to try and help you.
Right.
I'm going to stick my neck out, and I'm going to help you if I can. And who cares about danger? Danger doesn't matter. I mean, when you're helping someone out and it's another human life, you put your own on the line without thinking twice about it just to help them.
You know,
because that's what we're supposed to do.
You know what? I actually, and I'm not saying this to pat myself on the back, believe me when I tell you, it should be a natural freaking instinct. I almost got killed like 3 times, and one was just a few years ago. My instinct just kicked in to help this young black kid that worked at our ShopRite. They hire a lot of disabled people to move the carts, and they have orange vests on, so we know. And Marie,
Right.
I get out of my car, true story, listen to this, I'm 5'3", okay? I get out of my car, and I hear yelling and screaming from one end of the parking lot, and it was a big white kid in an orange vest, running through the parking lot with his fists like this, screaming. I look to the right, it's a little black kid with an orange vest holding onto the cart, shaking. So he was going to run at him. Well, 2 big guys are walking, they're looking at both, and they go the other way. And I'm like, what? My instinct just kicked in. I ran to the little kid. I got in front of him. And this kid was like 6 foot, the one running at us. He's holding on to the back of my shirt for dear life, shaking. He comes in me with his fists. And then he stopped himself, and he's going like this. And I said, stop being bad, stop being bad. That's all I could think of, you know? And he said, everybody thinks I'm bad. And he ran. And I just cried and prayed and said, Lord, you just saved both of us. And then we brought him in and got his parents here. But you're right. It should be a natural instinct, whether, you know, whatever. But you do it on a daily basis. I mean, and you see it on a daily basis. So if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have even been aware of what really went on in the trucking world.
We see all kinds of things. And I tell you, truckers, they see more things than any other person out here because we are everywhere. I mean, we aren't in the same place twice normally. We are in different cities. We're never in the same zip code 2 days in a row, pretty much, you know, when we're out here over the road. So we're seeing all kinds of things. And I mean, and I feel, and that's the sad thing, is a lot of people just don't have any feelings or any emotions for anyone else. They only care about numero uno, and that's not what this is all about.
No.
It's about us, not about me.
Right.
There is no I in we.
Right.
And we have to stick together, and we have to, you know, support each other. I mean, and I don't know why people are so, I mean, in my personal life in the last 4 or 5 months, I've been going through the ringer because I'm such a I don't even know how to put it. I'm too kind. I'm told that a lot, that I'm too kind and I allow people into my life that shouldn't be.
Yep. Yep, me too.
And
Oh,
and and I care immensely because my feelings get hurt in the situation because I put more of me personally into people than they put into me whenever this stuff comes along. And, you know, whether they were genuine or not, and I think for the most part, people want to be good, they just don't know how to be good.
so let's
Or at
now.
least I pray that's it.
Okay, so now let's talk about all the good, positive stuff with you and your music. Tell everyone about you as a musician.
Well, the music is what keeps me going. And like I said, I am human, and I never, never, never want to lose the fact that I am a human. And I don't want people to take my humanity away from me because they try, They try and they try to set you on a pedestal you don't deserve to be on, like you're supposed to be perfect, like you have no room for error. And I really, really hate that fact because at the end of the day, I'm just like you. I put my pants on one leg at the time. I care, I hurt, I cry, I am happy. I'm emotional. I show every emotion there is in the book because quite frankly, I wrote a lot of those emotions into my music.
Right.
So, but music makes me happy. Music is my passion. Music is what keeps me going. Music is what makes me happy. And music is universal because music makes people happy. I love seeing people smile and I love making people happy. If I could take just 1 second of every single day to make a person smile, seeing a person smile because I wrote an uplifting song or sang an uplifting song or whatever I might have done that day, to see that one person smile, it's all worth it. It just makes me happy. And
About how many songs have you written, girl?
Lord,
About.
I would say in the thousands.
Okay.
And I write every day.
How many have you recorded?
Recorded, I'm in the, let's see, 30s,
Okay.
I think, with the recording. And I'm going to go into the studio after the first of the year and record some more with my favorite producer, Kurt Ryle at Clarksville Creative Sound. I got to give him a little shout out on that one. But he makes me sound good.
Okay.
I think and the band makes me sound good, because you're only as good as the band that's behind you in the music. So, and the producer and all of the people behind the scenes. It's like I said, it's not about me. It's about everybody. We come together as a collective soul, and all of us together make that music what it is.
So we have. So wait 1 second. We have 4 songs we're going to be playing, but 3 we already played the last interview. But the new one you sent me, tell everyone the name of that song and what it's about.
Well, the new single is called The End of the Road, and it is meant to be an uplifting, positive. Basically, it lets you know that there's someone there who cares, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and that there's always a way out. And not being here tomorrow isn't always the answer. The answer is right in front of you. And I'm not trying to use the word selfish, but, there's people out there that love you. There's people out there that care. There's people out there everywhere, even though they might be in the form of a stranger. They're still there. And believe you me, they'll listen to you. I know a lot of people that would just pick up the phone and listen to whatever your problem is and not judge you about it. They'll listen. They'll offer an opinion if you want them to. But for the most part, all we're there for is just to listen and to offer support to let you know that there's someone there, always. And
Okay.
hopefully people, enjoy the song for what it is, because I made it, all I wanted was to make it a positive message to possibly, you know, to get the message across. Don't be another ribbon, you know?
Okay. So why don't we give everyone a treat? Okay, producer, we're going to play that song first.
Okay, awesome.
I saw another red ribbon on another freight liner. Couple of more at a truck stop diner. You remembrance of the ones who gave up on sticking around. There was one for a daddy who strived to get by. Thought he was worth more dead than alive. And a mother that gave up on looking for a break in the clouds. Then the rain came down. Life comes at you fast. Did anyone take time to ask, what's your 20? Where you at? How you doing? I got your back. We all get lonely carrying a heavy load. I wanna tell you someone cares. I'm here for you 'cause I've been there. You've still got some good years left to go. You know, this doesn't have to be the end of the road. Try to kill the pain, but the bottle ain't a lifeline. Still stuck in a tunnel, miles from sunshine. You tell yourself, don't tell anyone else. Well, you've got people that love you all around you. This world wouldn't be the same without you. If you're breathing, you're a survivor with a story to tell. We all need help. What's your 20? Where you at? How you doing? I got your back. We all get lonely carrying a heavy load. I wanna tell you someone cares. I'm here for you 'cause I've been there. You've still got some good years left to go. You know, this doesn't have to be the end of the road. There's no time like today to reach out to someone and say, what's your 20? Where you at? How you doing? I got your back. We all get lonely carrying a heavy load. You know, this doesn't have to be the end of the road. It's not the end of the road.
First of all, that's beautiful. My producer's clapping for you. That's absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful.
thank you.
I want to read a
Y'all
poem.
gonna make me cry.
I want to read a poem that I wasn't going to read, but based on this song and what we were just talking about, I'm going to read this one. It's very short, and then the
Okay.
last one I'm reading to you. But talk about the end of the road, talk about suicide. This poem I wrote is called Put Down the Gun. And the gun can be anything that you're choosing to take your life with. I had to have this purple gun. I actually do have a purple gun, by the way. I had to have this purple gun just in case my life was done. I kept it safe, locked in my room, because I was filled with gloom and doom. Yes, there were times that I just knew if I loaded it up what I could do. But I kept on hearing that gentle voice, put down that gun. You have that choice. Life may seem hard at the end of the day, but that's when you need to really pray. Dear Father, I beg you to show me the truth. How can life be so bad when I'm only a youth? Get rid of that gun and go take a shower. Ask someone for help. You do have that power. So anyone listening that's been thinking about suicide, you have the power to change your thoughts. Make a phone call. You can call me. I can get you in touch with Marie. Take it to God. Okay? People
Absolutely.
care and people are listening. Please put down the gun. Marie, that song is absolutely incredible.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
When did you
I
write
mean,
that? When did you write that?
Well, I had a co-writer, Bill DeLuigi, and I told him that I wouldn't choose to write that song with anybody else but him because he's one of my favorite co-writers.
Okay.
And he is such a great musician too. I mean, he's the one that came up with that thing. He's just very, very unique, and that song was very difficult to write because it was so personal. Those words, I felt.
Yep.
I had to write what I felt, and it's very difficult to get deep like that. And oh gosh, I don't like to be emotional. I don't like to cry, but it is very difficult for me to be that deep. It really is, because I was always told that when you show emotions, when you show tears, that you're showing weakness. And that is something that you never want to allow people to see. But I have learned over the course of my life that having emotions is just being humane. It's being human. And I care. And I don't want to be cold. I don't want to be callous. I want to be positive, and I want to care about people. It's very difficult, though, because, again, being human, we fall short. We hurt each other because we don't have control 100% over the things that we do or say sometimes. We don't understand that, oh, well, this might have a different effect on this person because they might not take it the right way. It could be misconstrued. It could be taken in a different light than what you meant it in. And I hate being that person sometimes that hurts a person when I didn't intend to.
Right.
Because I know what that feels like.
Right.
And that was the hardest, but the best song that I have ever wrote in my life, because of the fact that it has so much of me in it.
Yeah, I love it. I agree with you because I've heard a lot of your songs. I love it. So now let's give everybody another treat. We're going to play another one of your songs, and then you'll talk about this song, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Yeah, let me get out my emotions.
Get out your emotions, girl. Here we go.
God knows you were a fighter when you came in this world. A little blonde stick of dynamite, a miracle baby girl. When you saw Dolly on the Opry, your heart and soul got stirred. You had to come to Jesus 3 minutes there in the mother church. Burn that steel, turn some heads, and even slept single in a double bed. I'm on this road because of you. I'm country, but I'm not as cool. You started that fire in my soul. outshine your star. Burn that steel, turn some heads, and even slept single in a double bed. I'm on this road because of you. I'm country, but I'm not as cool. You started that fire in my soul. But Barbara, you're a hard act to follow. Thank you for all the inspiration. Will you raise the bar? I'll go far if I have half your dedication. Burn that steel, turn some heads, and even slept single in a double bed. I'm on this road because of you. I'm country, but I'm not as cool. You started that fire in my soul. But Barbara, you're a hard act to follow. Yeah, Barbara, you're a hard act to follow.
You got my producer over there bobbing up and down, man. He's loving it. He never usually does this. That's so funny. He loves it. Amazing. Tell us about this song.
Thank you.
Tell us about this song. He's cracking me up.
Well, I mean, if you can see my shirt,
Yep.
Barbara Mandrell is she's my hero, my shero, to quote Carrie Underwood.
There you go.
That's exactly what she said at her 50th anniversary, and who better than to get Carrie Underwood to be the host of that show for her 50th anniversary? That was pretty cool.
Yep.
But yeah, she's my shero, and I look up to her. I have pretty much taken my whole life and kind of modeled it around her. She's my biggest influence, and that was my tribute song to her. And there's another song in the works. I actually have got one that I'm writing right now called God, Barbara, and Elvis.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what
'Cause
did you
Elvis is my other one.
wait?
He's my male version.
Wait, okay? So you're working on a song called God, Barbara, and Elvis?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you. I have to. So I am closing out the year on my Smart ASS network,
Uh-huh.
okay? And it's How God and Elvis Saved Me. All right? I will share this real quick with you, and then you tell me more about the song God, Elvis, and okay, Barbara. Okay. So everybody thinks when I put the ad out, it's out there. You got to check it out. It's on my Facebook. When I put the ad out, everybody thinks his music saved my life. That's not what this is about, although it continued to, but that's not what happened. So back in the 90s, I was 30 years old. I had a 1990 Eldorado black and gold Cadillac. Talk about flashy, with Elvis license plates.
Yeah.
Elvis license plates. Okay.
Awesome.
So I had beauty salons. I was making too much money to be too young. I messed around with heroin, drugs, the whole bit, all that stuff, right? Me and my girlfriend, a friend of mine, we're in my car, that flashy car, 1 o'clock in the morning in Trenton, New Jersey, copping dope from our young black drug dealer. He comes out to the car and he says, "We don't have any heroin. We have to go 2 blocks." I didn't know it, but an unmarked police car was following us. Now, here's what happened. My salon, all my clientele, most of them were very wealthy Jewish women who owned incredible businesses in the Lawrenceville-Princeton area. One of my clients was the municipal court judge, the boss of all the judges in Mercer County. She is still in my life. Well, this particular cop recognized my Elvis license plates because I used to meet her for lunch a lot at the courthouse. Tell me God didn't put that guy behind me? Come on. He waits till
Right.
he calls the judge in the middle of the night. He waits till the guy gets back in my car with the dope, pulls us over. And he says, Jerry, Judge so-and-so said, get this guy out of your car, get this dope out of your car, go home, get some rest, and get some help. I changed my life that week. I threw them all out. So don't tell me God and Elvis did not save my life. God used Elvis to say, right? Think about that. If I didn't have those license plates, he wouldn't have
Right.
known it was me. Yep. So now tell me about this
Right.
song. I got to hear about this song. Come on.
Well, let's just say that Barbara was the biggest influence in my life, female-wise.
Right, go ahead.
Elvis was the biggest human, I guess I should say human influences. But God is the spiritual one, and I have to give credit to God, Barbara, and Elvis. That's basically what the song is about.
Oh,
I
my
haven't gotten it
gosh.
written yet. But that's the title, God, Barbara, and Elvis, and it's going to be kind of sort of like a
Tribute.
a tribute song to Elvis, God, and Barbara. Barbara, God, and Elvis.
Girlfriend,
You know,
I best be one of the first to get that MP3, girl. All right?
you will whenever it's done.
OMG.
I literally just started working on God, Barbara, and Elvis.
Oh, my
so
gosh.
that was- yeah, it's brand new. You know,
right, so-
I had the idea for the title for a while, but I literally just started putting the words to it. So
OMG. All right, so listen.
it'll be done probably January or February when
right.
I go do my studio time.
So, producer, let's play another song. OMG, girl.
If you never sipped a Coke from a cold glass bottle, drank water from a garden hose, if you're an addict for AM static, craving that country gold, if you never, ever wrote a love letter or used a phone with a dial, let me say a little personal touch never goes out of style. I might not play as fast as you, but I'm still having a ball. You just need some time to catch up to me, that's all. Let me bring you up to speed on cool. I can tell you're new to old school. My truck's got cranked down windows, AC, 'cause I'm into stuff that works. And I still bring my old King James with me to church. My favorite kind of pie is moon, my favorite sound is twang. Even though we're worlds apart, it's okay, we can hang. I might not play as fast as you, but I'm still having a ball. You just need some time to catch up to me, that's all. Let me bring you up to speed on cool. I can tell you're new to old school. Boys turn into their daddies, girls turn into their mothers. Won't be long till you'll be saying age is just a number. I might not play as fast as you, but I'm still having a ball. You just need some time to catch up to me, that's all. Let me bring you up to speed on cool. I can tell you're new to old school. You're new to old school.
All right, so that's really cool. Tell us about this song.
well, that one, I had just been kind of put on the spot and called old by a young fella at a delivery, and that's where new to old school came from. It was basically me telling him, you know, without putting it into the song. Uh, we had better music. We had, you know, we had better communication. You know, we had all of the stuff that you guys didn't have in your generation and mine, you know. Um, so it was just like a little, I guess, a feedback for being called old by a kid that was 20 something and I'm 30 something. I was almost 40, I guess, whenever I wrote that. So,
You're my kid's age, okay? That's so funny. All right? It's so
yeah,
funny.
right.
So, oh my gosh. That's amazing. I loved it.
You're
Producer,
new to old school.
turn that down a little, your phone. I could hear your phone. Oh, but anyway, producer, how many more songs do we have? One? All right. So before we play your last song, now I'm going to read the poem that I wanted to read. Okay?
Okay.
Now, the reason why I like to read this poem when I do entertainers is because I always get messages, oh my gosh, she sings so good. I wish I could write music like her. I wish I could dance like that person, on and on. A lot of people question their self-worth, right? A lot of
Right.
people think they don't have anything to offer. They think that they don't have any talents, and they're wrong. Okay? This poem is called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. And listen, I don't care if you're a janitor. We need janitors. I don't care, right? Think about
Right.
it. My cousin was a garbage man back in the day in Long Island City, New York when I was a kid, and we couldn't wait for the garbage truck to come by, and he would be on the back of it waving to us. I mean, think about if we didn't have garbage men. Think about it,
Right.
right? So they're just as important as doctors and nurses to me. I mean, so
Right.
I want everyone out there, if you're questioning your self-worth, please listen to every word of this poem, please. All right, utilizing gifts and talents. We are born with talents. We are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used. God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your name, Marie Norris, baby, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And Marie, that's what you're doing, honey. You're making people smile, and with not just with your music, with everything that you're doing. So I just want to say that. God bless you, and I love you, and you're making God smile. That's for sure.
I hope so.
You're
You
making
know,
you're making God
that's all
smile.
I want in life is to make God proud of me and to know 100% that I have made my grandmother proud, who was my rock, the only person that I had when I was a kid, that was family, and that I would make, you know, people smile.
You
I,
do.
I really, truly do want,
You do.
I want more than anything I want to brighten other people's day. I want to see that bright smile come across their face because I did something. I did something right, because it seems like people want to say all the things that you do wrong all the time, you know, and you're right. That poem is definitely 100% accurate. It is what you make it. And you have to use the talents that you've been given in your life. And I feel that everyone
Everyone.
has talent.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Yes.
And you should chase your dreams. You should reach for the stars, reach as high as you can, and never let anyone else tell you that you can't.
There you
Because you
go.
can.
You can. There you
God
go.
loves you, and that is all that matters. It does not matter if anyone else in life loves you, as long as you know that your Lord and Savior loves you and that you can love yourself because He loves you.
Amen,
You
girl.
don't need nobody else. No one
Amen,
else.
girl.
No one else.
So, producer, let's play our final song, and then Marie, you'll talk about this one. He's still bopping up
All
and
right.
down.
I can rock a Freightliner, putting on my eyeliner, shifting in between my strokes. Turn the boys' heads, make them rubberneck. From Texas to Ohio, I've been everywhere, girls. There's something in the air, girls. Now perfume and diesel, we turn and burn, pushing the needle. Tear down the road while we're dressing it up. Fellas can't help but get jealous of us. Leave them all behind in a cloud of dust. And perfume and diesel. There's ear jamming guys giving me the evil eye like I'm crashing their brotherhood. I guess those sisters miss that I'm a sister and sisters are doing it good. We keep bringing home the jangle. They get their britches in a tangle over perfume and diesel. We turn and burn, pushing the needle. Tear down the road while we're dressing it up. Fellas can't help but get jealous of us. Leave them all behind in a cloud of dust. And perfume and diesel. I put my lady boots to the floor. Can I get an amen? Can I get a 10-4? That's what God made me for. Can I get an amen? Can I get a 10-4? Perfume and diesel, we turn and burn, pushing the needle. Tear down the road while we're dressing it up. Fellas can't help but get jealous of us. Leave them all behind in a cloud of dust. And perfume and diesel, we turn and burn, pushing the needle. Highway Casanovas try to pick me up. My bad, too bad, I got a thing for my truck. I leave them all behind in a cloud of dust. And perfume and diesel. Perfume and diesel. Perfume and diesel.
All right, so I always love the title of that. I told you that last time as well, because you're a truck
Yeah.
driver, you know, the whole bit. Tell everyone why you titled it that and what it's about.
Okay, so Perfume and Diesel, it definitely is my signature song. I mean, I didn't mean for it to be, but it is what it is. I am a truck driving lady, and I am the Perfume and Diesel, but the title of the song actually came up because of an incident that I had. I was on the way to Las Vegas. I was putting fuel in the truck for it to sit up, you know, to be able to auto start. And this was years ago. It was the same year, in fact, that the song was wrote. But the song didn't come till a little bit later, whenever we were talking about doing a trucking song, because I was a truck driver. But anyway, I was putting the fuel in and the nozzle popped out, spraying me with fuel all over my shirt, got in my hair, got on my pants. The only place it didn't get, I think, was my feet. And Well, let's just say I had to throw away the outfit that I was wearing, and it was a brand new, nice outfit. And I didn't have time to change. I didn't have time to shower. All I had time to do was to change clothes. So I flew all the way from Nashville BNA Airport to Las Vegas International Airport, smelling like perfume and diesel because I tried to cover it up with perfume.
Oh my gosh.
Learned the hard way that that does not mix. And I didn't even think that that was an appropriate title. And I said, doesn't that sound like it's not good together? And he's like, no, it literally is a very catchy
I love it.
title. And I was like, it sounds like to me it just don't work though,
No.
because perfume and diesel I know for a fact is a bad combination.
No.
I had a headache, and I know that poor lady that sat next to me, she probably was like, oh my God, what have you bathed yourself in? Or did you bathe in aviation fuel?
No, but that is such a catchy title for a female truck driver. I absolutely love it.
It is. It definitely is. And it is my personality and my attitude in a nutshell.
You're so
Because
funny. You're right.
I am definitely a very, very hyperactive person when it comes down to it. And I don't like waiting for anything. I really don't. I am very impatient. That is something that I have not been afforded and awarded. Is my patience.
You were
I mean,
patient with waiting for this interview. We had to wait a couple months. You were amazing.
Well, I mean, I'm patient on some things. And some things I want them to come right away, and I'm not usually a very patient person, but I'm learning it as a virtue as time goes by, I guess. As I get older, it's easier to be a little more patient. But if I don't see results right away, I just, sometimes I want to give up just like everybody else,
No.
I have that spurt, where I feel sorry for myself sometimes, just like everybody does. But then I quickly realize, Lord, there's somebody out there that's got it much worse than I have.
That's right.
And I need to get out of my pity party and start putting it forward and start fighting for what I want and what I believe in.
Marie,
Because
wait, I have to interrupt you because I have to share something with you before I forget. You know how this stuff on
Okay.
TikTok pops up and all that, right? If you can't sleep and you're scrolling, all this stuff pops up. All of a sudden, you know how like people run in a room and they start dancing and doing silly things?
Uh-huh.
This
Yeah.
guy with one leg, not a crutch, nothing, just him and his one leg, runs in the room, music's playing, and he's dancing. And he says at the end of the video, I hope I made you smile. And I'm thinking, you sure did. Okay?
Right.
It was amazing. But I had to say that because of what you're saying. So,
right,
beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And that stuff makes me smile too, I watch TikTok all day for pep me ups. I really do, because there's so many people out there that really are trying to make a difference. Even if people don't really notice it, there are a lot of people out there that's trying to make the smallest bit of difference.
Yes.
And what people don't realize is even how small it seems, that little piece of difference that you're making along with what everybody else is doing, that's going to change the world one heart at a time. You
That's
just
right.
have no idea.
You're
And
right.
I say that all the time.
You're right.
I want to change the world as we see it, or try to, with everything that I do and with everything that I can possibly influence in others. I want to help change this world one heart at a time, because that is absolutely what we all should be striving to do. It should not be about you as a person or anyone else. And if you need to get yourself out there, because I promise you, I don't do the music just because it makes me happy. I do it because it makes other people happy too. I am not full of myself, nor am I an egotistical person. I truly want to make a difference in someone's life, if I possibly can. I mean, if I can't, that's fine and dandy too. But if I did make one person's day a little brighter and made just a little bit of a positive in their life for a moment, I am good with that.
You just did to my producer. He was actually bopping up and he's smiling up and down to all your songs. I know, say
Glad.
something to her real quick. He's going to say something to you.
This microphone. Oh, God. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Marie?
I can hear you.
Yeah, just great songs. And in fact, I'm an old CBer from years and years ago, so I've had a lot of friends that were truckers over the years. A couple of my friends had, their fathers were truckers, and I know exactly what you're talking about as far as being depressed and aggravated, because a lot of them were. And I just want to thank you for doing what you do and how you do it, and we appreciate you, we really do. We love the fact that people can write from their experiences and their moments that, you know, touch them in so many ways. I'm a big Barbara Mandrell person too. I always liked Barbara Mandrell. She was amazing, and even the show she had, the Barbara Mandrell show with her sisters.
Yeah.
But you are absolutely amazing. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. I mean, I just wanted to add to what Geri said about, you know, how you feel about yourself. But we love you. So
Yay!
Merry Christmas to you.
Appreciate you. I thank you so much. And Merry Christmas to you. And I thank you for the kind words. That really means a lot, you know, because I don't get that very often. And I ain't trying to sit here and be in a pity party about that, but we really don't. I mean, and I don't need it, but you know, it's great when somebody
Yes.
offers
It's always good to
from
hear.
their
Yeah,
heart.
I get that all the time from people that, yeah, and I don't want to cut you off, but I just want to say your music will also be on our radio station too, Hamilton Radio.
Oh,
with
yes.
Radio Oldies.
He's been playing.
Well,
He's been
thank
playing
you.
your music, and now the new one definitely.
Yep, I'll be playing all the music.
So,
Yep.
all right. So I
Awesome.
wanna let everybody out there know that I need you to share this video. Okay, I'm gonna have Marie tell us how you can get her music, but guys, please share this video because this is amazing. All right, and we all need to smile, and she just made everybody smile. Marie, tell everyone how they can get your music.
All right, so it's available on every streaming platform you can think of. And just a little something about the end of the road. I know that I've posted this on Facebook, but every sale, digitally or physically, if you get in contact with me and you want a physical copy, I can make that happen. But every sale is going to be 100% donated to suicide awareness. And yes, and prevention. It will be donated to the Veterans Suicide Prevention and Awareness the first quarter. Whatever the sales are, 100% everything that I make off of that song is going to go to that.
Beautiful.
And it will be a different place every quarter that will get
Beautiful.
the entire amount.
Beautiful.
So
Okay.
that was the one thing that I decided right away. At first it was going to be a percentage, and I was like, no, all of it should go to it because I ain't out here for that. I mean, I just want, if I get anything from it, I want people to know who I am, first off. That's not being selfish. That's just trying to get my butt out of this
Right,
truck
right.
and to be able to help people more than what I can do from this
Right.
truck. Because trust me, as soon as I am able to, I'm going to do everything I can to help any person that's in need, regardless of what they're in need for.
Beautiful.
Because you know what? There needs to be more people like that. And if I can lead by a positive example, I'm going to do that.
Beautiful.
If I can have some little child see me, because that's what you never know when the little eyes are watching.
Beautiful.
That's why you do the right thing and you keep going and you do what you do and you don't hurt nobody along the way, which comes from Barbara, by the way, because she was mine. That was my little eyes. When my little eyes saw her, I saw the right kind of person, and thank God she was the one I intended on.
Beautiful.
And I just, again, end of the road, all of the proceeds are going to suicide prevention and awareness. And when you vote for it on the radio, when it goes up the radio charts, anything like that, whatever is made financially off of that, including merchandise sales. If you buy, like I said, the physical copy, whenever I get t-shirts available, bracelets, whatever merchandise I have is going to, at least half of it's going to go to that. So,
Beautiful. Thank
but
you.
all the proceeds from the single will.
Thank you so
Every
much.
one of the
Amazing.
proceeds.
So I want to thank you personally once again for honoring us here on Hamilton Radio, the Geri Petito Show. Beautiful, beautiful. I love you, Marie, and God bless you. Merry Christmas.
And I love y'all too. Merry Christmas to you as well. And Merry Christmas to everybody else. And like I said, if I can, before we go, everybody keep dreaming and always, always follow whatever you want to do with your life. Never let anybody tell you you can't, because you can. I love y'all.
I love you too, baby. So, Doc G,
All right.
take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Love's the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is it really true? Is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.